EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is expanding across borders as we join you from Munich, Germany, and fabled Allianz Arena. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw with Leary. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. You talk about this giant defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Young to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards that time for number 19. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Young going to give to Brooks. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Young now. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and 6 now. They'll run here with a rookie. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll go again with Tracy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Leary. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now, Leary. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Leary. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side here with Miller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. This 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing is Leary. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
A lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Following the interception, Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw, Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Panthers at 2-7 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Timberland. Here we go.
Throwing, Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Elsa. Half 18.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Able to push his way through. He's into space past the 25. And finally marked down at the 23. Now Jones. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And he will for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Up the middle with Brooks here. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line ready to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Young. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Young to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now here's Young. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before break. Leary. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Giants 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And now they'll shift things around. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Leary now going to look to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
A handoff running left, Brooks.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Leary. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Powers through. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll throw with Leary.
Dumps it complete to Miller. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Leary. Finding Miller once more, complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing now, Leary.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
This is caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Young. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Azeez Ojulari
buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw, Young. Throw left side, complete. That's Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Here is Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Here's Hardy set to return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing is Leary. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
2nd and 7.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Some tough running, but it only gets them to the 45-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Leary.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
The pass rush pressure is really starting to increase on the quarterback now. They bring him down for a sack and a big loss. And back him up further as he tries to lead a scoring drive in a one-possession game here late.
3rd and 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Now Young. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Young will set to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Young.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Young.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Inside handoff now. Miller. 20. 5. Touchdown. Giants. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
60 back.
Young to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Young.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Off the play fake.
Leary. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Leary. He's going to let it go again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Giants, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. I'm Brandon.